2 months went by, and in those 2 months, Billy would show up at work all the time at my lunch break or dinner break, and we'd have patty melt and meatloaf that Renee would bring. And I should have caught a clue because it was never Renee's break, but it was mine. And we went skating every week. My crush got deeper, kind of crushing, in fact. Maybe that's why they call it crushes. But I really started to like the guy, and he was the first male friend I had had up to that point, and probably one of the few that I had after, because men scared me. And then one day in May, it was my birthday month, so I remember that very clearly. He said, "Hey, they're opening up the swimming pool at the apartment complex. Why don't you come over and go swimming on Saturday?" And I said, "Sure, of course." So I showed up at his apartment, and he let me in and introduced me to his mother and his brother, who were getting ready to leave. And his mother went to the back to get some things, get ready. And we sat on the couch and watched Gilligan's Island for a little bit, and he took care of his brother. His brother was 16, a year older than him, and about my age, I guess. But he had been hit by a car when he was about 6 years old, and his growth mentally and physically had been halted and turned back in some ways. If I didn't love Billy before, I fell in love with him on that couch, because watching him take care of his brother with the love and patience and kindness and happiness and everything, you couldn't help but fall in love with him. They left. We went swimming. We raced each other. I probably won. We sat in the sun and we probably burned, and we played our, stupid games. We were exhausted. We went to his room, sat and laid down on his bed, feet on the floor, and just sat there for a bit. I looked over at him because it was hard not to. And he looked at me and smiled, and I kind of looked forward, a little nervous. And then something happened that changed my life forever. He draped his right leg over my left leg. And I wasn't looking, so I felt it, and I turned over, and he asked the question, "Is this not all right?" It's a damn frustrating question, because yes, this is not all right. No, this is not all right. How do I answer that? So I said, "It's good," or "It's fine," something like that. But I was frozen. I then felt the bed move as he leaned up, and he leaned over, and he kissed me. A quick kiss. But then he asked the same damn question, "Is this not all right?" And I said something to the effect of, "It's good." So he started kissing me more. I knew I was gay already. I mean, I could look at men and like Robbie Benson and just fall little crushes. So he started kissing me more. It's not an exaggeration to say that I had an epiphany, and that if the Hallelujah chorus was in the background, it would have matched perfectly with my emotion. But then his mother and brother came home, so I had to get up and left.